What is up, guys? What is up, man? Welcome to MK in the morning. We're a little later. We're a little later today. I was doing a couple things this morning that I had to get done. So we are here. We're here to talk about the Philadelphia 76ers barely beating the Utah Jazz and tanking Utah Jazz, and the Sixers wanting Kawhi Leonard at the trade deadline. We got a lot of other stuff to talk about. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, especially on the Hardcore Sports Network. And also, make sure you guys vote on top of the chat. Do you want the Sixers to get Kawhi? Did you want Sixers to get Kawhi Leonard? Let me know. And let's just get right into it, guys. Let's just get right into it. We got people in the chat here. This is going to be a good one. But I got to go on a little bit of a rant here. So let's just get this started, shall we? What is up, Mello? What is up? Good morning to you. What is up, 8? What is up, man? 76ers, Kawhi Leonard, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, all-star team. All right. So before we get into the Kawhi Leonard situation, we got to talk about the game last night, man. And that was just atrocious. The Philadelphia 76ers barely defeated the Utah Jazz, barely by the skin of their teeth. And the Sixers should have blown them out. Regardless of who was injured, who was playing, who was not playing, the Philadelphia 76ers should have blown them out. The third quarter is still an issue for this Philadelphia 76ers squad. It was just, you could just see it going down and down and down, seeing Utah creep up, taking the lead, and in the third quarter, and then going into the fourth, Utah was still fighting, still clawing, and then they pretty much gave up at the end of the fourth, and then you had the Philadelphia 76ers get the dub. So, how did it get this close, you may ask? How did this game get so close? And I'm going to tell you that right here, right now. There was no identity a part of this team last night. There was nothing there for the Sixers team to win. There was nothing there at all for this team. There was no heart, no effort, nothing. The only 2-3 players that you had heart for were Tyrese Maxey, right? Jabari Walker, who had a hell of a game. We got to talk about that. Jabari Walker had a double-double. Disregard the phone. He had a double-double last night. I think that's arguably his best performance throughout the entire series. I think that was his best one. And then you just keep looking at what Nick Nurse is doing. It's the same song and dance every single night. It was unacceptable. This game felt like a loss. When I ended the stream last night, my buddies were texting me, my buddies were laughing, and my buddies were like, Mitch, we won. That's a good thing, right? And I'm like, we won, yes. We only have a certain amount of games left to win to make, the playoffs so we can get that 6th seed, right? It felt like a loss. This game felt like a loss more than anything. And I had enough. I had enough of this Sixers squad. They need to change something. Something dramatic has to happen. And I don't think we're going to get it anytime soon. I really don't. And yeah, it makes me hate this organization more and more and more by the day. All right, let's get through the chat here. What is up, Will? What is up, man? Jazz are a tanking team. They are. They actually admitted it in like interviews and shit. 76 are lucky to get out of there. The Jazz almost blew the Sixers out. What is up, Blaze? 8 more wins. Yep. Jazz very easily blown the 76ers. So the 76ers are lucky to get out there alive. That's why the title said survive. Maxey always has heart and plays hard. It's Maxey Sixers now. Fire and inertia built around him. Next year, the Jazz make the playoffs. They are silently building a great team. I agree. I agree with you, Lumen, because you have Walker Kessler, you got Ace Bailey, you got Laurie Markkinen, and you got Jaren Jackson Jr. next year. That's going to be the tallest lineup in the NBA. It's going to be the tallest lineup, and you got Keontae George, that's your point guard. So that kind of reminds me of the Sixers lineup in a way, with the Ben Simmons, Al Horford, Joel Embiid lineup. Remember that? How big that lineup was? It kind of reminds me of that, but this Utah team is going to do better than that Sixers squad back then. Fire Morey. Yep, I agree with that. What is Dark Tankin? I actually like that. That's actually funny. What about Dan Housen? How about Dan Housen? When it's Blaze Radio. I love how you guys get along in the chat. My prediction was almost correct last night. What was your prediction? What was your prediction for last night? I forget. I apologize. What is up, Jason? Cheers to you. And this is my tea. Darkhausen. There it is. Lumenhausen. I'm telling you, I love Danhausen. I freaking love Danhausen. But, yeah. Blaze and I always get along. Yeah, you guys always get along. I love it. I honestly fucking love it. Sixers win 110 to 99. Oh, that was your prediction? What was the final score? What was the final score? I'm drawing a blank. Hold on. Who called me? I hate these spam calls. I freaking hate these spam calls, dude. 108 to 102. Yeah, you were close. You were close. My God, you were close. Yeah. So the Sixers win 108 to 102. And we're going to go through the box score really, really quick. Lumen is my new bestie. Don't tell Joey Play. I'm telling Joey Plays. I'm telling him. I'm going to tell him. I wonder how Joey's doing. I talked to him yesterday for a bit. So the Sixers last night, you had Maxey with 25 points, 6 assists, 2 boards. You had Quentin Grimes with 16 points, 5 boards, 2 assists. You had Bona with 12 points, 5 boards. I think he had how many blocks? And then you had Jabari Walker getting a double-double. 22 points, 10 boards. Jabari Walker, this was his best game as a Sixer. This was his best game by far. You gotta love what Jabari Walker did last night. Shout out to your Hornets, man. Shout out to the motherfucking Charlotte Hornets. They destroyed the Boston Celtics last night. Destroyed. It's incredible what the Hornets are doing. Incredible. Nick Nurse, if don't like this team, willing to run through a wall for him. Nick Nurse. Here's the thing. Do you hear them talking about Nick Nurse at all? Do you guys hear that? Like the players talking about Nick Nurse, if they love playing for him and all that stuff. Do you guys hear that? Like, honestly, I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything about that shit. And that kind of concerns me in a little bit here. It kind of concerns me. Because honestly, think about this, right? You would go through hell for your coach, right? You would go through fucking hell for your coach. I haven't heard anything about Nick Nurse in a while. Obviously, I don't know what they're saying behind closed doors. I don't know what they're saying in the locker room I don't know any of that. But based off interviews and stuff, I have not heard anything. It is just crazy, guys. It is just crazy what is going on with the Sixers team and Nick Nurse. It is honestly crazy here. Some people don't respect Luka, doesn't respect JJ. That whole thing with Luka Doncic and JJ Redick is getting out of control at this point. And I honestly have to blame Luka for it. I gotta blame Luka for it, bro. Luka is unwatchable. He argues with the refs after every little thing. He argued with the ref after missing a free throw. He argued with the ref after missing a free throw. Let that sink in. How do you argue with the ref after missing a free throw? How is that possible? Someone please explain that to me. Look, Brick, I missed a free throw. Ref, come here. I blame you. How? How? I didn't even think that was possible. I didn't even think that was fucking possible. Honestly. And then now you're sitting here like, do you guys think Luka's going to request a trade at the end of the season? Is that a possible thing here for Luka Doncic? Could he request a trade out of LA and then you have LeBron leaving? LeBron is probably, my guess, it's either Cleveland or Cleveland after this. So I think not LaMelo, LeBron and Luka should get out of LA. And I can't stand Luka right now. Nick Nurse let his team get blown out at home. We have a lot of blowout losses this year. Everybody getting blown out at least a few times, but every time we're down by 25 plus a game. We suck at home. This Philadelphia 76ers team sucks at home. We're better on the road. I forget who said this in the last live stream last night. I forget who said this, but this is very true. The Sixers don't have home court advantage. They really don't. You have fans of other teams taking over Xfinity Mobile Arena. The players are not trying, they're trying, but the whole Nick Nurse, it doesn't feel like a home game. It doesn't feel like a home game like it used to be, like it used to. The players are not playing. Joel Embiid is out. Joel Embiid is out. Paul George is out. Edgecombe is out. They're players that they're paying the money to go see. They're not playing. So it makes me think this is not home court advantage. It is not. The Sixers got to get their shit together at home. Other teams should be afraid of coming to your home court. And nobody's afraid to come here to play the Sixers. Nobody's afraid at all. So for me, I'm like, this feels like away games. Now, I don't know the difference if you're at the games or when you're at home watching on TV or computer. It doesn't feel like a home game when you're out there, when you're home. When you're at your house watching a game, it doesn't feel like a home game at all. It doesn't. It honestly doesn't. Like, what was it? Against the Celtics, right? A couple nights ago, they had like a big throwback night. It was like all the old graphics, the old NBA on NBC. It didn't feel like a home game. It doesn't feel like a home game at all. Am I wrong here? Am I honestly wrong here? I don't think. Like, I gotta look up what's our record at home. What is the Sixers record at home right now? I gotta look this up. This may hold on. Let's go here. Sixers record at home. I'll look it up later. You know your basketball. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. I take a lot of pride watching this game, studying this game. I take a lot of pride in it, so that means a lot. Thank you. Make sure you like and subscribe, bro. Make sure you do that. I'll be live tonight. I'll be live tonight with my guy Mets for the Rockets and Warriors. We'll be live tonight at 7:30 Eastern. Make sure you guys tune in for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. No Steph Curry, but this game is still going to be a lot of fun. The Spurs game was at home. It definitely was. Yeah, it definitely was. Sing the Sixers to win song? No. No. 76ers record at home. 2025. No, I think I typed it in wrong. At home. Season. No, I want at home. Why can't I find it? Well. Well. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. We're better on the road. This Sixers team is better on the road. And that's scary to me. That's honestly scary. Because when you're in the postseason, you got to win your games at home when you're in the postseason playing whatever. Sixers don't win at home. I'm surprised they even won last night against the tanking Utah Jazz. I am just shocked. Jason, you're funny, man. You're funny. Alright, killed my teeth. So a Brooklyn Nets fan likes the Sixers victory song? Interesting. Let's see, did he respond? Nope. That's actually kind of interesting. That is really interesting. So last night, the Sixers barely beat the Utah Jazz. And on Saturday, we're taking on the Atlanta Hawks. We're taking on the Atlanta Hawks at home. So are we actually, no, we're away, I think. Yeah, we're away. Sixers are away this Saturday against Atlanta Hawks. We gotta win that game. This teams look unwatchable without Joel Embiid. It looks unwatchable without VJ Edgecombe. It looks unwatchable without VJ Edgecombe. The amount of effort, the amount of charisma, the energy that VJ Edgecombe brings to this team is amazing. Now, unwatchable without Joel Embiid, I disagree with that. Because there are some games that you can watch without Joel Embiid, and they're watchable because of how the game flows and how it's run and gun, how faster they are. We may not be winning, but Joel Embiid, the way they do it is just give it to the ball to him in the post and let him do his thing. So you can look at it each way. So I can understand why you're with that. I can understand that. 1000%. The Nets don't have a win song. Really? Because we never win. Oh. Oh, man. Damn. That's honestly kind of funny. I haven't even thought about it. I haven't even thought about it like that. So, oh, that's actually kind of funny. But really quick, guys, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe on the Hardcore Sports Network. So close to 1,500. Help us get there. We're actually live doing a wrestling show right now as well. So we have 2 shows on the network right now going live. So that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So I think it's now time to talk about the bigger story revolving around the Philadelphia 76ers. I think it's time to talk about this, and that is Kawhi Leonard. So at the NBA trade deadline, we were trying to get Kawhi Leonard, and that was why we actually traded Jared McCain. Is that so we could get more assets to get Kawhi Leonard? And obviously that did not work out. And here we are right now, getting blown out by teams we should beat, by just losing at home and going through a terrible situation right now for the Sixers. Daryl Morey was banking on getting Kawhi Leonard. And honestly, I'm not shocked. I am not shocked about the Sixers wanting to get Kawhi Leonard. We know what kind of teams that Daryl Morey likes to build. We know that he likes to go for those big names. We know that he wants to make the biggest splashes and become the biggest guy in the NBA. Everyone's talking about him with this big move. Daryl Morey loves attention. He loves the drama. He loves all of that. So when you talk about Kawhi Leonard, right, coming to this team, how are we going to get him? Would we have to trade like a Paul George? Would he have to go back to the Clippers? Would we have to trade him like Quentin Grimes and another player and picks to get Kawhi Leonard? Would it have to be a triple or a 3-team trade? How will we get Kawhi Leonard here? How? And I don't know about that. And then the second thing, the contracts, right? When you look at the contracts that Joel Embiid and Paul George are getting paid, right? They're one of the most expensive contracts in the NBA. So Daryl Morey was trying to, get rid of those contracts and get on Kawhi Leonard, who's actually getting paid less than those 2 guys, getting paid less than a Joel Embiid and Paul George. So that solved the contract problem of that. Get a Kawhi Leonard who's honestly cheaper, and he is better than a Paul George when healthy. He is up there with like a Joel Embiid when he's healthy. So, and another thing that we wanted, or not we, that they wanted Kawhi Leonard here. Nick Nurse. Nick Nurse wanted Kawhi Leonard here so that we can get a championship like he did back in Toronto in 2019. That is another reason why they wanted the Kawhi Leonard thing. But I don't think it would have worked out because when healthy, Kawhi's a top 5 player in the league. We saw what he did in the NBA All-Star game. He balled out. He did a step back 3. We know the talent that Kawhi Leonard brings day in and day out. But when you look at him, he's not always healthy. The low management. Kawhi Leonard actually started that back in San Antonio. So when you look at Kawhi Leonard, like barely healthy, barely on the court, does not, to bring that vibe anymore. It's like, okay, we're back to square one with these injury-prone guys, and I feel like we don't need that. That won't help us to build a roster. You got to look what the Denver Nuggets are doing, what the OKC Thunder is doing. You got to look even what the Houston Rockets are doing. You got to look at what Detroit Pistons are doing, the Boston Celtics are doing. You don't need a super team anymore. You don't. All you need is a well-constructed roster, a good bench, good depth. The New York Knicks are another one. You just need everyone to be good as a team. It is not like a big three or a big four anymore. That is not the team that guarantees you a championship. Milwaukee Bucks, when they won it with Giannis, Drew Holiday, Bobby Portis, and that whole squad, this Sixers team is not going to be that with Daryl Morey at the helm. Daryl Morey wants to get those big time moves. He wants to get that big time player. Look what we went through with James Harden. Look what we went through with James Harden. Did that work out? No. And then Daryl Morey was getting told that he's a liar. So it's just like, are we going back to square one if we get Kawhi Leonard? Are we going back to square one? And I'm like, I would love Kawhi Leonard on this team when healthy 100% of every single time. But now, and especially everything that's going on in Clipperland like right now with the whole thing, it is just like we don't need that drama either. We don't. Kawhi Leonard should stay far away from the Sixers team. Far away. I would not be shocked if Daryl Morey goes for Kawhi Leonard again in the offseason. I will not be shocked if that happens because this is going to be a long, long process. I hate to use that word, but it's going to be a long, long process with trying to get Kawhi Leonard here, and that is something we don't need. We don't even have a bench, guys. We don't even have a bench here. So when you say that, when you see that, and you're trying to get Kawhi Leonard, it's like you let go a good talent, a young talent, to try to get a Kawhi Leonard, an older player, a bigger name player, to get the tickets, to get the merch, and all of that. This whole thing is a money grab for Daryl Morey and Josh Harris. Would getting Kawhi Leonard help? Yeah. But I think we'll still be a second round exit. I still think maybe we'll be a first round exit because Kawhi Leonard does not play every single game. It is crazy what we're doing here with this whole Kawhi Leonard situation. It is beyond crazy. And again, I am not shocked. I am not shocked at all. I know you guys are not shocked watching this, talking about Kawhi Leonard possibly going to Philly at the trade deadline. That is why we traded Jeremy McCain to get those picks, but it just didn't work out. It just didn't work out. Kawhi Leonard here would not work. It would not work. Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Lowry trying to get that team from 2019. I would not be shocked if, let's say hypothetically, we did get Kawhi Leonard. I would not be shocked if they got Pascal Siakam too. I would not be shocked. And then we'll become the Philadelphia Raptors. We'll become the Toronto 76ers. I don't know. It's just one of those things that Kawhi Leonard coming here, it would just not work. It would not work. Not work at all. So, like, share, subscribe. Appreciate y'all. MK out. Peace. That's how you clip. That's how you motherfucking clip. All right. Let's go through the chat here. I want to go through all of them. I want to read every one of your comments. Here we go. Next best chance to win a ring was when Kevin Durant's toe was on the line. Facts. So if you can't get Kawhi Leonard, you can't have a plan B. They never come up with a plan B. They put all their eggs in one basket. Thunder with an ugly win last night. There you go. By the way, I started watching Ted. Arkham. I'm almost on the first episode. I agree. That was Daryl Morey. That's what Daryl Morey does. Yep. Daryl Morey never has a plan B. If he can get a superstar, he He won't do anything at the trade deadline off season. Thank God the Thunder beat the Knicks. Knicks versus Nets rivalry. You see the Hornets now? I do. They have a culture now? They do. All I want is for the Nets to beat the Knicks just once. Harden was right for once. He was. You guys already have Paul George right now. Daryl. WTH. Daryl Morey is the most overrated executive I've ever seen. The way the Sixers are playing right now is not sustainable in the playoffs. It is not at all. The Brooklyn 76ers. The Brooklyn 76ers. Oh, wow. So I had to get that off my chest about Kawhi Leonard. I had to. I thought I would need his stats, but clearly I don't. I don't need his stats. We all know Kawhi Leonard's playing this year when healthy. We already know. So, yeah, that would not have worked at all. Oh, Lord. Hold on. Let me just do this real quick. There we go. 76ers aren't winning a ring anytime soon. No, they are not. No, they are not. Their best chance was with Jimmy Butler in that squad. That was their best chance. But that did not happen. Kawhi Leonard killed the franchise. Kawhi Leonard killed the Sixers pretty much with that triple doink. So it's just ridiculous what the Sixers do try to get Kawhi Leonard. Yeah. This is just insane what the Sixers are doing here. It's just not. This is not sustainable basketball. It is not. Uh, would you rather have Kawhi or Kyrie or Kawhi Leonard if you had a chance for the 76ers? So you mean I would have to take someone who is injury prone or a flat earther? Um, ooh, that is tough. When both healthy, I would take Kawhi. Both healthy, I would take Kawhi. With Kyrie, it's like you could take either one, but I would take a healthy Kawhi over a healthy Kyrie. Uh, the Hornet, dude, it's just like this Hornets team. It's just insane. It's insane. And again, guys, really quick, I want everyone to tune in tonight for the Warriors and Rockets. I want everyone to tune in tonight. It's gonna be a fun game tonight. I finally get to watch a basketball game that's not the Sixers, so that is good. That is good. Seriously. All right, man. How you feeling today? How you feeling today, bro? I really want to know how you're feeling. Seriously, we're going into the Hornets, dude. It's just like they're a culture now. They're just everything's clicking. They're on a hot streak right now. LaMelo Ball has turned into a winner. He's a winner now. He's always will be. He's always was, in my opinion. This proves this proves me wrong. I just gotta say this real quick. Hold on. Remember when I was always talking about LaMelo Ball? Hold on. Remember when I was trying to talk about LaMelo Ball, wanting him out of Charlotte, wanting him to go someplace else? This proves me wrong. This proves me 100% wrong. Look what he's doing over there with him, Continental, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges. Look what this team is doing. I am happy for him. And remember when I always say, if LaMelo Ball got out of Charlotte, he would have been on the same level as Anthony Edwards, right? Look what LaMelo Ball is doing right now with Charlotte. Look what he's doing in Charlotte right now. Look what Charlotte's doing with that team. It is crazy. Like, I knew LaMelo Ball was this good. I knew he was this good, right? We all had a feeling he was going to be this good. But now they finally got a team around him. Don't forget Kobe White off the bench. LaMelo Ball leading the way with Continental, arguably one of the best shooters in the NBA today. Could be one of the best shooters of all time when it's all said and done. Could be. Really like what LaMelo Ball and this Hornets team are doing. It's fun to watch. And when you add that commentator to it, woo, that adds a whole nother flavor. That got a whole nother flavor. It's, feeling a little bit better. You'll get there. The Hawks, that team is going to be so fun to watch next year. That team is going to be so good to watch. You have Risase coming off the bench. You got Risase and Kuminga coming off the bench. Wait for them to start. So, again, guys, LaMelo finally has some talent playing with him in Brandon Miller, Ryan Kalkbrenner, Continental, Kobe White. Definitely does. Atlanta Jalen Johnson is a rising star, ready to burst. I'm telling you, he's balling right now. He is. Jalen Johnson is underrated. He's an all-star. We should see about the Hawks. I'm excited to see what's next for the Hawks, man. They were holding that whole Trae Young was holding that team hostage. Trae Young was holding the Hawks team hostage. He was, and we're gonna see that on Saturday night against the Sixers. Risase isn't very good. He's not right now, but I have a feeling he could turn it around at some point. I really do. So when you have Risase turning around, that'll add a whole nother layer for the Atlanta Hawks. Jalen Johnson was getting held back by Trae Young. Yes, the whole Hawks team was getting held back by Trae Young. Now you have Trae Young over in Washington. Him getting ejected already. Didn't even play a game yet. Trae Young's a cancer. Trae Young's a cancer, guys. He is. I hate to say it, but he is. I honestly hated Risase as a prospect. I never got the hype. Yeah, my buddy's a huge. Would I call him a hater? Is he a huge hater of Risase? No, he's not a real hater of Risase. He just doesn't believe. Yeah, he doesn't believe in him. He doesn't believe. Trae Young got ejected before he played for the Washington Wizards. He wanted to go to the Wizards. Him and Anthony Davis, that's going to be fun to watch. That's honestly going to be fun to watch if they're both healthy and ready to go. That is going to be really fun. Imagine the alley-oops, man. Imagine that. Vic, what is up, Vic? What is up, man? 6 teams are open to add Kyler Murray per rep. Vikings, Jets, Dolphins, Steelers, and Rams. I don't see your Steelers getting Kyler Murray. I don't see it. I see the Vikings are a real possibility. The Jets, I think somehow they're sticking with Justin Fields. Dolphins, who the hell knows if anyone wants to take Tua, honestly. And the Rams, as a backup, not bad. As a backup quarterback for the Rams, that is not bad at all, Vic. I actually like him as a backup over there. And the Rams has got McDuffie. So the Rams are making big moves. If they get Kyler Murray, that would be kind of interesting. Trae Young's playing tonight. Oh, really? Who are they playing tonight? Who are they playing tonight? I agree. How's it going, Vic? How's it going, man? Are your Penguins on tonight? Nobody don't want to play the Jets for the Jets. Nobody does. My buddy laughs every fucking time. Trey Young publicly he wanted to get traded to the Wizards. Why? Does he want to be the guy there? Like, why? I don't understand. Is he from Washington? I don't understand. What is up, Nick? You missed my rant, or not rant, about the whole Kawhi Leonard. You missed that. So scroll back. I'm gonna make that its own vid today. I got a lot of time today. A lot of time today. So expect a lot of clips on the network. My channel, I got a lot of time today. Oh, you're at work? All good. We just played the Jazz tonight. Oh my god. Can the Jazz beat Washington? Please! Please have the Jazz beat Washington. Oh my god, please. That'll be hilarious. You watch it back? I'll make it its own clip. I'll make it its own clip. Tua over under, he's at least 3 concussions. I want Tua to retire. I want Tua to retire, bro. Have him retire, and then he's good to go. Like, seriously. Yeah, guys, Nick will be on MK in the morning next Tuesday. We're going to talk about NBA as a whole. We'll talk about the Sixers. We'll talk about everything next Tuesday. So, yep, I'm telling you, the amount of support we've been getting on MK in the morning, it's insane. Like, it's honestly insane. And guys, I don't know about Weekend Wake Up on Saturday. I got a engagement party to go to on Saturday. So maybe no Weekend Wake Up this Saturday. Maybe. Yeah, against Utah. If the Jets sign Tua, I'm out. Dude, you ready for this, Jason? You ready for this? I texted my friend who's a diehard Jets fan, right? And let me see. I texted him, and then he goes, "No shot." He went, "No shot." He's like, "No shot." It is, man. I fucking love it. Thank God I bought this back. It was the best decision I ever made on my YouTube channel. It's the best decision I ever made. Jets have a bad O line. We'll get killed on the Jets. Definitely. Definitely. Have fun though. Yeah, my best friend is getting my best friend got engaged, so all of our families are getting together to celebrate and stuff. So it's a big moment for me. It's like my younger brother is getting married, and I've like, dude, we grew up together. So just seeing him getting married, it's just like it's fucking unreal. It is honestly fucking unreal, and I'm just so happy for him, man. I'm just so fucking happy. Um, Sorry, I'm getting kind of emotional right now, but dude, it's just like I'm so happy for him, bro. I love the girl that he's getting married to. It is fucking insane. Me and him were texting last night about the Sixers. Wait, hold on, hold on. DJ Moore to the Bills. DJ Moore to the Bills. What? DJ Moore to the fucking Bills? What? Oh my god, what the hell? We just had McDuffie yesterday. Wow. DJ Moore, bye bye out. NFC North. Congrats to him. Yeah, guys, I'll tell him everything. I'll tell him that you guys are telling him congratulations. I'll tell him that. I just got it. The fuck? He got a wide receiver. He got a wide receiver. What the hell? Should have been a Steeler. You got DK Metcalf. You got DK Metcalf. You got a guy who likes to punch fans. Lions and Bears. Greeny Green, appreciate that. Yeah, my best friend is getting married, so Lions and Bears creating the fire. The Minnesota Vikings. Let's go. Dude, I'm so happy for Buffalo. Josh Allen got his receiver. Thank God. I'm done picking Buffalo to Super Bowl champs, though. I'm done picking them as Super Bowl champs, but they're the regular season champs. They're the regular fucking season champs. No? Okay, another one from the that's not a jet. Oh, I gotta text my buddy that. You don't like Josh Allen? Why? Why don't you like Josh Allen? Well, the fan called it. The fan called his mom the N word and called it. Okay, yeah, that's fair. DK Metcalf, that is fair. Oh wow, Josh Allen isn't going for Josh Allen. Isn't a Super Bowl winner who will lose to the Chiefs again. Do you guys remember when Josh Allen threw an interception to Josh Allen and it was like 3 times that happened in a game or something? He was like, Josh Allen to Josh Allen. And then Josh Allen took it in for the end zone. And that was just hilarious to me. I died. I've always been a Josh Allen hater. That is true. That is fair. My best friend, no, not him. One of my buddies thinks he's the most overrated quarterback in the NFL. And arguably, he's a Jets fan. Congrats to Allen. You finally got a wide receiver. Yeah, he finally got a wide receiver. That is a huge, huge move for that. Bears to the Bills. How old is DJ Moore? How old is DJ Moore? Like, seriously, how old is he? Yeah, Josh Allen threw a pick to Josh Allen. I think that's honestly the funniest thing to me. If you say that fast, you'll be like, Josh Allen to Josh Allen. It's like, A.J. Brown might get traded. Yep, the New England Patriots made an offer for A.J. Brown after letting go Stephon Diggs. So, I don't know, man. It's getting crazy. You're great on my Panthers, though. Who? Oh, Josh Allen. Look, guys. Let's get back to basketball, but that was a huge, huge drop. I just want to know what the trade is going to be. What are they getting? What are the Bills getting here? What are the Bills going to be getting here? Or not Bills. What are the Bears getting? What are the Chicago Bears getting, bro? What are they getting? I just want to know what the hell are they getting? What, like a pick or two? What, a first? I think they definitely have to get a first or a second there. So, let's check out the vote here. Let's check out the vote real quick. Stephon Diggs is a whining girl. He got locked up by the Seahawks defense. The whole Patriots team got locked up by Seattle's defense. Let's be honest. All right, let's see here. 14 votes. You want Kawhi Leonard on the Sixers. 57% said no. There you go. You guys made the right choice. No. Hell no. Let's fucking get yes. If they get a first, that would be crazy. DJ Moore was pretty bad this season. If they get that would be crazy. Maybe a first or second or two, maybe 2 seconds. Who knows? But I have a question for you guys, man. Me, Blaze, and Rio. We were talking about this on the pick and roll yesterday. If you guys missed it, go check it out. It's done. Yeah, that guy's hilarious. But I want to ask you guys this. We got 12 people in the chat right now. Who's the best player in the NBA? Who's the best player in the NBA right now? I really want to know your opinion. Who is the best player in NBA? And give me a reason why. And I'm going to tell you mine. If you guys miss the pick and roll, I'm going to give you guys my best player in the NBA. Who is your best player in the NBA? That's how it still ain't winning games. No, but he finally got a wide receiver. It's a 1A, 1B thing. Jokic and Shea. Giannis not too far behind. They are not mine. They are not my players. That's my bet. They are not mine. This guy is a two-way player. He's arguably the best defender in the league. He's arguably the best wide receiver, or not wide receiver. He's arguably the best offensive player in the league. Okay. This team is on the verge or could win the whole freaking thing. Ben Seraph. All right. Who is your best player in the NBA? OKC Saga Wemby is very close. That is my best player in the NBA. Wemby. That is my best player in the NBA right now. You see what he's doing night in and night out. And he is not doing load management. Not much load management anymore. So when you take load management out consistent, Wemby is right up there with Shea and Jokic. So mine is Wemby. No. You're like, no. You're like, no, Mitch, stop. Yeah, that is my best player. It's so much better. I agree. I agree with you. You guys are not wrong. That's the thing. When you go with the NBA, you're not wrong. Just no. You're like, just no, Mitch. Just stop. Just stop. I'm telling you, Wemby. We got a new. Yes, let's go. We got someone else to join the hardcore sports. Let's go. We got a new person in the hardcore sports network. Let's fucking go. Kevin Durant when he's top 5. We got Anthony Edwards. Yes, that's why I don't want him here. That is why I don't want Kawhi Leonard in Philly. That's one of the main reasons why. So yeah, I don't want him here. I just want a nice. I just want a well-rounded basketball team, bro. Oh no. Yeah. And guys, if you haven't yet, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. I want you guys to subscribe to the Hardcore Sports Network if you guys haven't yet. Okay? I want you guys to do that. We are so close to 1,500. So close. If you guys want the best sports content, make sure you guys subscribe to the Hardcore Sports Network. Make sure you guys subscribe to that. There's the link. Did you see the LaMelo shot? I did. You sent me it, didn't you? Stephen Kessel, Wemby, dynamic duo, going to be deadly for years to come as they are healthy. I know, and you have Dylan Harper coming off the bench. You got De'Aaron Fox. Julian Champagnie is he's a good power forward for them. Obviously, it could be better, but you guys get my drift. He had another one. No, what? Oh, that was a different one? He had another one? Okay, send it to me. Send it to me. Send it to me. I would love to check that out, bro. I would fucking love. LaMelo Ball is one of my favorite players in the league. Wow, SGA only had 6 free throw attempts. What? He only had 6 free throw attempts? That is honestly crazy. That is crazy. Spurs and Denver Nuggets will be a good series. Dude, that will be cinema. That will be cinema. I would have to go with Denver, though. I would have to go with Denver in that one. Yeah, it sucks, but I would have to go with Denver on that one. Mike Brown was complaining about SCA. Again? Why? Why? I don't get why people complain about SCA. I just don't get it, bro. Guys, subscribe to the Hardcore Sports Network. Only 3 more. 3. I'm getting tired of people complaining about other players. I'm tired about the media are complaining about players. I hate it. You sent it? Alright. Let's take a look at it. I want you guys to see my reaction to this. Okay, I can't show it due to copyright, but let's see here. Let's see here. Alright, there's a pump fake. I just love the commentator, bro. The commentator adds so much layers to it, dude. Here goes LaMelo Ball from Nantucket. Oh my god. That is LaMelo Ball at its finest. We need to hit 6-7. 6-7, 6-7. That's my dream. My buddies would be like, Mitch, that's your fucking dream. And I'm like, it is. Sixers player Lowry again against the Jazz should have played Beauchamp and Terry instead. I know, dude, I know. And it's insane that Kyle Lowry actually played last night. It is actually kind of funny, too, when you think about it. Because we all wanted him to play at the end against the Spurs, right? We all wanted him to play at the Spurs to get the. You wanted that. Okay, see Spurs, Denver Nuggets, Houston. Those teams in the series can go either way. Remember? Do you guys remember the very first game of the season with the Rockets and Thunder? Do you guys remember that? That went to double overtime, I think, right? Minnesota right there also. Yep. The Hornets announcer is god awesome. I love the Hornets announcer. I think he's my favorite. I love him more than the Sixers guys. I hate the Sixers guys. So yeah, that is honestly fucking funny. So do you guys remember the first game of the season? Do you guys remember that? Eric Collins, yeah. I love that. I fucking love it, dude. I fucking love it. Yep, it is I can't believe the Bears are trading him to the Bills. I just want to know what the Bears got. What did the Bears get in this trade? It was definitely a banger. It was cinema. I loved it. The Rockets are one of my favorite teams to watch. Del Curry's a color. Del Curry, man. Del Curry had a good career, but because of Steph Curry, he like elevated his own father. OKC was trailing for a lot of that Houston game. They were. They definitely were. Big move for the Bills. One of the best moves because they were linked to AJ Brown as well. Now they don't need AJ Brown. So they were linked to him for the longest time. But then it's just like, you know what? We're going to grab you from the Bears. We're going to free you. Spurs fan since 1977 and still number 2 has thick skin. Definitely does. What is up, Joey? What is up? I just said that Wemby's in my opinion, the best player in the league. So, Joey, welcome. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I will be live for the Warriors and Rockets tonight, and I will be live more for the Spurs games. Definitely. I gotta go through. Let's see. I can't tomorrow. Saturday Sixers. I could stream the Warriors and Thunder. No, Jazz Buck. Fuck that. What about Sunday? Rocket Spurs Sunday. That's what I'm streaming on Sunday. Rocket Spurs Sunday night. That is going to be fun. That is going to be fun. Rocket Spurs Sunday. We got Wemby against KD. Rocket Spurs, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to have notification bell on to that. Patriots and Ravens linked to AJ Brown. The Patriots have made an offer for AJ Brown. They did, so they're officially in the sweepstakes. So it's going to be crazy, but with this cap hit, it's going to be kind of hard to trade them. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Any more people vote on that? All right, 20 votes now. 55% have voted no for that. No. So, that is good. All right, guys, we're going to be live for another half hour. We're going to be live till 12:30. So, again, like the stream, and it will be back tomorrow for more MK in the morning. We'll talk about the Sixers and Hawks Saturday. We'll talk about that. Aaron Rodgers' favorite Steelers, Vikings, and Colts. He's going to stay with the Steelers. He's going to stay with the Steelers because of Mike McCarthy. We all know that. It's going to happen. He's going to stay in Pittsburgh. And they have Kenneth Gainwell. Alexander. He won the MVP for the Steelers. And that is halftime's favorite player. That is halftime's favorite player, so. There you go. All right. So what else do you guys want to talk about? NBA, NFL? What do you guys want to talk about? We just had breaking news. DJ Moore is getting traded to the Buffalo Bills. You went from Caleb Williams to Josh Allen. He went from Caleb Williams to Josh Allen. Insane. We just gained a sub on the channel. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to be clipping the Kawhi Leonard stuff. I think Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy left on bad terms. I think they did too. So that is they want to make it right, and this is the only chance for them to do so. So do I. I want to know what the Bears got. Best NBA playoffs as of right now. Let's look at the standings, guys. Let's look at the standings. So if the playoffs would have started today, let's take a look at this. I'm actually curious. That's a good one, Jason. That is good. So we're going to go with this layout right there. And then we're going to share the screen here. We're going to go there. And then we're going to head back. Turn that off. All right. So here we're going to go through the Eastern Conference right now. So here's the Eastern Conference right now. So as of right now, we would get the Knicks at the Sixers, or Sixers at the Knicks, and then we would get the Raptors at the Cavs. I low-key like that one. I low-key like this one, the Raptors and Cavs. And then with the play-in, right? So as of right now, I don't know. The seventh, see, that's tough. The play-in is tough here. If I don't think, I'm gonna go. Guys, who will play Detroit right now? Who will play Detroit? NFC North going to be fun. Gibbs is going to carry the Lions unless you get another back. Pittsburgh's the number one in the Eastern Conference is crazy. It is. They deserve it, man. They deserve it. But who would they face? I think they'll face Charlotte. The way Charlotte's been playing, man, I got Charlotte. I think they'll play Charlotte right now. I think they will face Charlotte. So, yeah. So I'm going to go with that. Detroit and Charlotte. And then for the Celtics, I am going to go. I'm going to go Miami. And then we got Miami there. And then now for the West is going to make it a whole lot interesting. So we got the Rockets at the Lakers, Timberwolves, Lakers at the Rockets. Then we got the Nuggets at the Nuggets and Timberwolves. All right, I got the Suns coming out. They'll face the Thunder. And then I think Curry will be back, so I got the Warriors against the Spurs. Hornets versus Hawks at the play-in. You said Magic. Hornets and Pistons will be fun. That's Atlanta. They do. But I don't think they'll take over Charlotte. So I think they won't make it this year, but I think they'll make it next year. So yeah. So as of right now, the Sixers will get the Knicks. As of right now. So the playoffs it's gonna be insane, man. The playoffs are gonna be insane. So I'm just looking for that. I can't wait for that. Yeah. Wait, so when are they gonna 71st next or 36ers? Well, yeah, we won't get swept. We definitely will not get swept. If this would have happened, I got Knicks in 6. I think the Sixers will win 2, but then it will come down to the depth, right? I think it will come down to the depth, and the Knicks have great depth. The Sixers don't. The Sixers are very top heavy right now. And then you have Maxey playing like 40 minutes a night. You got Edstrom playing 38 minutes a night. You got Joel Embiid have to play like 35, 38. Same with Paul George. So the Sixers are so top heavy they're going to get tired. Nick Nurse is driving them into the ground. So when you see that, it's like, I don't know. I got the Knicks because they got depth. We don't have depth. It sucks, but yeah, yeah. So am I crazy picking the Knicks? Am I crazy? I think I had the Knicks in 6 if the playoffs started right now. If the playoffs started right now, I got the Knicks. Ah, dang, bro. Ah, dang. We lose to the Knicks again. What is that? Uh, uh, yep. So, guys, what else? We still got 30, we got 28 minutes left. I still want to know what was the trade. All right, so the conversation is still being discussed, and the trade cannot be processed until the new league begins. Okay, that is just insane. We went from Trent McDuffie from Chiefs to the Rams. Now we're going from now we got DJ Moore from the Bears to the Bills. That is honestly crazy. That is insane, actually. That is insane. All right, we're gonna close that. Yeah, guys, what else do you want to talk about, man? Kawhi Leonard again would be, yeah, it would have been bad, Reed. It would have been really bad. I just went on a whole rant about Kawhi Leonard. I just went on a whole rant. Like DeMar DeRozan, Zach Levine with the Bugs, and now the Kings. Dude, are they ever going to separate? Are these two guys ever going to separate? Like, at all? That's what I want to know. Are they ever going to separate? I doubt it, man. I doubt it. Yeah, you know what it's like? Party of the Seven Seas. No, have you guys seen the movie Bruce Almighty? Remember when he was in the little small cat cop, whatever that was, the restaurant, and he was eating his soup, and then it kind of like parted ways? I want that to be the Sixers, or not the Sixers, DeMar DeRozan and Zach Levine. Yeah, see, I want them to. Hey, uh, look at Josh Allen's weapons. You ready? We got DJ Moore. Khalil Shakir, James Cook, don't connect, and Dawson Knox. There's no excuse for Josh Allen now. There is no excuse for Josh Allen now. No, not at all. That is done. The Magic, I think they can upset somebody. I think they could. They definitely could. Ben Carroll's been picking it up as of late after the kind of a sort of a slump year. So if Ben Carroll can keep it up, because remember, they're missing Franz Wagner. So that's kind of a big piece for them. So he got traded to Buffalo. DJ Moore got traded to Buffalo. Still don't know when they got in return yet. Still don't know what Chicago Bears got in return. So we just gotta wait and see. We'll pretty much know that happening. Yeah, guys, if you haven't yet, subscribe to the Hardcore Sports Network. There's the link. What are the Bears doing? I don't know. This compensation must have been good. Must have got a couple good draft picks. Had to have been, right? I don't think they got a player in return. I don't think so. So you went from a Caleb Williams to a Josh Allen. That is just crazy. That just caught me off guard. That trade caught me off guard. I was on my little rant, and then I got a little emotional then. And then, okay. Stefon Diggs back to Buffalo? No. I think he'll go to another team. He'll have to, I don't know. Think the Bears got a mid-round pick. They had to get something. What, a third? They had to have gotten something, right? They had to have gotten something. Bears falling apart wouldn't hurt my feelings. No, it would not hurt my feelings either. It would not. Caleb Williams, though, he had a hell of a year. I think Caleb Williams would pick it up a lot more. It's a moment. All right. Yeah. So, guys, another 12 minutes left, and then we're going to call it. I got to eat lunch. I got to do some other stuff. I got to clip something for the Hardcore Sports Network now about DJ Moore. The Chicago Sports Radio on YouTube will have 8-hour shows. That is crazy. That is just crazy. Uh, uh, though I think the Bears got the right head coach and still make noise. They got weapons there. They got a really good quarterback who's honestly in the top 15 now. I think Caleb Williams is in the top 15 quarterbacks right now. Mitch, they really talk about 12 hours. Are you kidding me? Are you insane? Oh yeah, I definitely agree. He's better than mine. I think he's better than mine. Honestly, I think he's better than Nick Sirianni. I'm not a big Nick Sirianni fan, guys. I'm gonna throw that out there. I'm not a big Nick Sirianni fan. So Stephen A has picked Tom Knipple to win Rookie of the Year. Stephen A. has picked Colin Knippel to win Rookie of the Year. True. True. Giannis last night, 24, 5, and 4. 24, 5, and 4. Nick Sirianni gets carried by his OC in DC. When it's up to him, he will fold. I definitely agree. I've been saying that. He's a glorified cheerleader. He's a glorified cheerleader. That's what Nick Sirianni is. And you have Eagles fans out here defending him like there's no tomorrow. I can't stand this fan base. That's why I barely talk Eagles. Barely. But if you guys want to hear me talk Eagles, subscribe to my Eagles channel. I'll put the link in the chat right now. If you guys want to hear me talk Eagles, I'm going to be live tomorrow at 4 p.m. This is my Eagles channel if you guys want to hear me talk Eagles. 4 p.m. tomorrow. There's the link. Go subscribe to my Eagles channel. That is Steampunk Sports PA. And my stream is already there. Giannis needs to request a trade. He's getting traded this offseason. He's getting traded this offseason, guys. I'm just going to say that. Giannis is getting traded this offseason. I don't know to where. I don't know for what. It's going to be a big trade that's going to shake up the NBA. He is getting traded this season. I just don't know where. I just don't know where. He's definitely getting traded this season. This offseason. He is definitely. Yeah, guys, again, I appreciate the support on MK in the morning. This show is doing great, especially how well the Sixers content is doing. Really appreciate it. So, another 7 minutes left, and then we're going to call it. All right. Did they announce what? Hold on. Did they announce what the Bears got yet? Did they announce what the Bears got yet? Nothing yet. Nothing yet. They gotta get something. They have to get something, right? They have to get something. It's just crazy to me that the trade happened now. This offseason's been crazy. This NFL offseason has been crazy, guys. It's only going to get crazier with the draft around the corner. With the draft around the corner. So, all right. 5 minutes, guys. We got 5 minutes. We had as many as like 17, 18 people in here. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. And then tomorrow, We'll talk about the Sixers against Atlanta Hawks on Saturday. We'll talk about that matchup. We'll pretty much talk about anything around the NBA and stuff. So this is mainly a Sixers and NBA show, mostly. But then you're gonna have occasions where a big trade will go down, like DJ Moore, McDuffie, and we'll talk about that as well. So this is mainly a Sixers NBA morning show. Definitely. I really want to have more guests on talking about the NBA. Like we have Nick coming on next week. We're gonna have my guy Austin again, talk about the Phillies and Flyers, most likely. So yep. All right, we got 4 minutes left. 4. All right. Yep. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll see you guys tonight for the Warriors and Rockets. You know what? I'm just gonna end this now because I got stuff to do. So again, really appreciate everyone tuning in. Like, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to the Hardcore Sports Network, to my channel. I'll see you guys tonight for the Warriors and Rockets. Peace.